Joining me now from the Denver Broncos, formerly of the Los Angeles Chargers, and of course the Wisconsin Badgers, is none other than Kenosha, Wisconsin native Melvin Gordon. How are you, sir?
All good, man.
How's everything in Denver treating you?
It's solid, man. Going well. Guys are good. Organization's good. So,
Okay, excellent. And, before we get into the football aspect of things, I am mandated with your hometown in the news. What are your thoughts when you're seeing your hometown mentioned as much as it is and the manner in which it's caused your hometown to be in the spotlight, Melvin?
Yeah, it's pretty sad, man. Just we have to just do better as a community, as people. Seeing that, man, it was just disgusting. It just made me sad, and because I know that's not a direct reflection of, our community and what it's about. But it's just sickening to see.
What's Kenosha like as a growing up? What was it like for you, Melvin?
It was a good place. I had plenty of encounters with cops and things like that, and just a lot of good people. Not too much racism around. Obviously, you have your sprinkle here and there, and that's everywhere. But overall, it was a good place. We never really got treated unfairly. So, just seeing that, it was pretty sad to see.
So when you say encounters, what do you mean by that?
Just seeing, you run into cops. You see cops all the time. Cops do a lot of stuff in the community. You just see cops often, and, you never had an incident where I've seen where, you had a guy getting shot in the back and things like that. So, that's what I mean.
No, of course. So positive, you're saying when you grew up, there were positive encounters with police, which is obviously what we're all hoping to hear and hoping to achieve and hoping to see. Do you still have family members in Kenosha?
Yeah, I got a lot of family actually still live there. Okay, so
what are they saying? What is going on for them, Melvin?
They were just nervous, especially with with the shooting that was going on down there during the protests and things like that. So, but they're safe. They're all safe. And they're all fine now. But especially during that time and that period, it was just kind of crazy for everyone back home.
Melvin Gordon here on the Rich Eisen Show. What have the conversations been within the Broncos on this subject, on social justice? What conversations have you had as a team together?
Oh, well, we all had a team meeting on it, and it was the day that most teams had sat out. Shout out to I think Detroit for really starting that out. But we got up there and we discussed we felt and shared our thoughts on the situation as a team, and I got up there and I spoke, and it was good. It was good that I let the guys know how I felt, and it was good to know how they felt. So overall, it was a good conversation.
Well, would you mind? You could turn me aside if you wish, which I prefer not, but that's the way I'll set up the question. Can you share what you shared with your teammates on the subject?
Just a general talk, just a general idea. It was just really hard for me, seeing everything, and I was just kind of really emotional about it because I couldn't be home with my family during this time, and I just wanted to express to them, if we could do something, whether we took a picture, whether we tried to figure out something here or something, just to kind of let my people back home know that that we all stand together with them, and that they were my family here, and that I couldn't be with my family, so I kind of needed their support through this. And then obviously, I went back up there and we had other conversations. But, the main just, when I started it out, and I kind of started out speaking around that.
So I think you touched upon, Melvin Gordon here on the Rich Eisen Show from the Denver Broncos. I think you're touching on something that the NBA players were struggling with considerably, being in a bubble in an amusement resort. When social justice needs to be achieved and fought for, that they couldn't be there. They couldn't be anywhere except where they were, maybe their own hotels or this resort. and obviously they took action. The Bucs leading the way. Do you think that something like that about not playing NFL games could happen in the NFL over the next couple of weeks? That conversation might be had, Melvin?
Yeah,
do you think?
I definitely wouldn't put it. I definitely wouldn't put it past us collectively as a whole in the NFL. I wouldn't put it past us. It can definitely happen. Our time is coming where people and teams and others will look for us to make some type of stand and make some type of action. So it's to be talked about. It's definitely conversations had, but I guess we'll really hone in on that when games come around and see what happens.
So the conversation had amongst players or to ownership to say, in the same way that NBA players have said, we need to do something together. We need action items, and we need money, and we need support, and we need verbal support from NFL ownership. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, but I think it's more so that conversation is more so amongst players. I'm not sure entirely if it's amongst the owners. I don't know if they had conversations about it. But we sure do hope that if we do make a stand, they stand with us.
Melvin Gordon here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's talk a little football in the few minutes I have left with you here. Your role in the Denver Broncos offense, is it going to look like something we've seen from you before in college as well as the Los Angeles Chargers, Melvin?
Man, I hope so. They really haven't given us the game plan on what, is to be expected as far as reps or anything like that. We don't know. I don't know. I definitely don't know, and haven't asked. Hopefully, it's like that. I really don't like to come off the field, but, I don't know how they have things managed. I don't know how they're going to manage the game with me. So I have no idea. So, my job is just to come out here and just to work.
So, again, I imagine you'd have a better idea if there were preseason games and we don't have them now.
Oh, yeah.
So you're saying essentially over the next week and a half before your game that is against the Tennessee Titans that you'll find out, or you'll knock on the door of the coaching staff and say, "What's up?" I mean, how's that going to work, do you think?
Man, I don't know. I wish I could tell you. I've never really been in this position before, in the league. So it's a first for me. So I'm not entirely sure. Our situation is a little different. You got a guy that's been starting here, and then you got a guy that's coming from somewhere that's been starting for 5 years. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's really a hard question, and it's more suited for them, I guess, the head coach.
What's it going to mean when you take on the Chargers for you, Melvin? That's not going to happen until November. Obviously, we're even wondering. It's a week-to-week moment right now, not just in terms of work, but as you pointed out, life in general. But when it comes down to it, what's that going to mean for you?
Man, to be honest, it doesn't matter if it's the Chargers or, KC or whoever, or the Raiders or, the Bills and whoever we play. The mindset should be the same. It's to win and give everything I got. Regardless of, I shouldn't give more because I'm playing against the Chargers. I should give everything I have every game. So my mindset is the same going into every game. Would I like to win against the Chargers? Of course. But I also like to win against every team. But, my mindset is the same. So, it doesn't change whether it's the Chargers or anyone else.
A few more minutes left with Melvin Gordon of the Denver Broncos. Your website is being launched today, melvingordon.org. Tell me about what people can see on the website and learn more about you, Melvin.
Just everything, and just more so about me. I definitely want to add a lot of things that go on in my life. Just make it some flavor. My foundation, things on that will be on there. So it'll just be all around, man. It'll be all around site. It's definitely different from the one I had previously. So, I hope people enjoy it.
Okay.
Learn more about me.
Okay. And Beyond the Flash, your foundation page is still available there as well. And again, you spoke to Jacob Blake's family, Melvin. You called them?
I didn't because, it's just a rough time right now. My mom actually reached out to, I think, his people.
Okay.
I don't know if she spoke to him directly, but I kind of just wanted to die down. I know he's getting a lot of calls and things like that, but, I just didn't want to overwhelm him. And then I heard he was handcuffed to the bed and stuff like that. So I was just like, man, he's probably just overwhelmed and things like that. So I'm definitely going to shoot him a call and be in contact. But I definitely can't get in contact and will be in contact with him.
Okay. And then meanwhile as well, in your world, your partnership with Lids announced this very morning. You're the first NFL player to partner with Lids.
Yeah.
And you got a new custom hat design available later this year. We're seeing some of the hats right now. It's pretty neat.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's decent, man. It's decent. Put some thought into it. I hope people like it. I'm definitely excited. Been rocking Lids since I was a kid. And, to be one of the first NFL guys to be a part of.
That's great.
Some a company like that that's been around for so long and just so known. It's awesome to me, man. It's a blessing, honestly, that I don't take for granted. And, hopefully the Broncos country and, a lot of fans and family like to have.
That's exactly right. We're seeing you right now with a Lids visor, I guess upside down right there, which is the way I wear mine so my hair doesn't get caught in my face as well. I'm also seeing here, Melvin, I've gotten information. I'm wondering if this is correct or it's not, that the first lid you're putting on is a Wolverine hat. Is that a true story, or am I misreading this on my card right here?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
All right.
Oh, man.
I've got my J.J. Watt mug that he gave me that I have to put out in front of me anytime there's a Wisconsin Badger on it. That's him celebrating as a Wisconsin Badger with the final score of the game from this past fall on it. And the cup holds my tears. It says, "This cup holds Rich Eisen's tears," Melvin. So that's the way Wisconsin Badgers roll. So before I let you go, advice for two running backs. First one, Jonathan Taylor, who we had on last week. I love that kid. He's set up for success. What advice would you give him, or if you already haven't given him entering the league here?
Just to learn as much as he can from Phil. An old wise vet, man, that knows the game and love it. Feed off his passion, that he has for the game, and just learn from him. Watch his every move. The way Phil prepares for the games and he gets ready, and he just got so much moxie, and you can learn so much from him. And the great thing about it is, every game he's to the right or left of you. So he's right there, and Phil's he accepts everyone with open arms who's willing to learn. So learn as much as you can from Phil, man, the savvy vet, and learn protection and ball out, man. Leave nothing.
Well, he already he says he doesn't curse either. Jonathan says he doesn't curse either. So I guess he and Phil should get along very, very well.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
That's and then last one for you. Advice that you'd give Alvin Kamara, who is reportedly missed consecutive practices, unexcused absences. That's being reported to be contract related. What advice would you give Alvin, Melvin?
Just do what your heart desire, man. Only you know what's right. Go with your heart desire, but whatever decision you make, just make it with 100%. Don't make it with any doubt. There's a lot of people gonna get in your head and say this and say that, but honestly, you truly understand how you feel. So go with your heart.
Melvin, I appreciate the time. I could not imagine seeing my hometown on television the way that you're seeing yours. I send only my best to you and your family and everyone in Kenosha.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, baby, always.
Always, right back at you. Melvin Gordon, check out his new website that launched today, melvingordon.org. Beyond the Flash is his foundation. And also check out his partnership with Lids. He's the only one in the NFL as a player who has it. Melvin Gordon here on The Rich Eisen Show. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.